What is up, YouTube? And today I'm going to be reacting to a YouTube Geek Cypher. This dropped yesterday. I've already listened to it, so that's full disclaimer. I've already listened to it, but I'm going to give my criticisms and notes about what I think about it. And so, yeah, let's just get right into it. Started from the beginning. Let me just say, this is from GameboyJones. I'll link the original video in the description. So go check it out. Give your own opinion. Okay, so one thing I do have to say is, why do rappers always say like some shit like, oh, this rapper needs me to be on this, say less, like, or I needed to do this verse and here I am. Like, who cares? Shut up. Do the fucking verse. Like this. Why? You did not have to say this, literally. You're only saying it to fit the rhyme scheme, which is pretty obvious, and it's like, really? Who cares? Like, we already know you're here. What does that mean? You ain't a boss if you got a disclaimer in your bio? You mean like when CEOs put CEO in their Twitter bio? Like, some people that are CEOs do that to let people know. Like, it doesn't mean you're not the boss. What? And I know I might be reaching on some of these, like, you know, it's just a verse, it's just talking, or just saying stuff, but, like, make it make sense. Okay, the one thing that I do have to say is this transition from that first verse, which is mid, to hi-rez was terrible. That is the worst transition I think I've ever heard. It goes do 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 do, and then he goes flippity hippity dippity dippity. Shut up! No one wants to hear that. Literally, it's so trash to do that transition. Oh my god. So his whole verse revolves around the Boondocks show and references from the Boondocks and all that. But other than that, he's not saying anything. Nothing is of value is being said here. It's just revolving around the Boondocks and the references. And they aren't even bars. They're just references. Looking at you, I'm a bit funny. What the fuck? What the fuck is he doing? A chorus? This is a Cypher. Alright, I will say, this dude is in my top 3, because he was actually nice. I like that bar, and I like the Rose Raid bar. I like that. That was a good verse. Top 3 verses. Alright, before we get into this, let me just say, PESO, I usually like your verses, but I'm gonna be honest, this one was just not it for me. I don't, I'll explain as it goes on, but I don't know. Like, okay, so I like this intro. That voice transition there was alright. It was good. It was fine. What is this? I don't understand this. The vocal transition changes several times, and the first 2 transitions was good, but then towards the end, it's like, what is this? And he does it again. Like, I think you should have just stuck to one of them and just stayed with it. It felt like you were doing a lot more than you should have, and it just, I don't think it fit for my opinion. I just didn't. Again, that transition was from PESO to ham sandwich. That transition was not clean. So, I don't know. A lot of these ciphers, I've noticed, a lot of these ciphers that these YouTube rappers do, they're not clean transitions. Like that Screw cipher, their transitions were trash. So, I think people need to work on these transitions on how it sounds. Like, you don't need to sound like, have something sound nice, and then flippity dippity dippity dippity, or something sound nice, and then something loud. Like, make it smooth. I got the key and I'm feeling like Keegan. I hate that bar. It's a trash, low-hanging fruit bar. And what does it mean? I got the key, I'm feeling like Keegan. I get the Keegan, was it Keegan Michael Key or whatever his name is, but like, what does that mean? I'm feeling like what does that mean? Stand at attention, I pledge it. What is? Like, I get that bar. I stand at attention, I pledge of allegiance, but like, it's not a bar. You're just explaining what the what? I get arrested for public indecency. Because I've been sagging so low that my dick is exposed? What? I don't know, that sounds kind of sus. The totem, okay, I get it. Leave him like, I leave him in a coffin like I'm what is it? Something about cinnamon? Leave him coffin like swallowing cinnamon? It's not even a bar. The Pokemon one was nice. Download Porygon, that was a nice bar. That's not that Mudbray is not a bar, but that Porygon was. Okay, so for Ham Sandwich, I'd say that second half of his verse was way better than his first half. Because his first half of the verse did not make sense at all. And, you know, I'm being very critical because someone has to tell these people. And I want that to be me. And it's easier to do a reaction than leaving it in the comments because then people get so defensive. I need to voice my opinion and let these people know. I'm gonna be honest, Breton Boy. I know the lyrics are on the screen, but I still don't know what the fuck you're saying. Like, what? Your Mario's brother taking L for the capping? That's such low-hanging fruit. You did not have to include that. The bars and the police, that was a nice bar. Pun intended. I like this part. That keyboard I and the U is okay. So Bree and Void, there's some parts of your verse that I liked, some parts that I didn't. So and you know it's all right. It's good. I would say it's good. There's some parts that I didn't think you need to include, like that Animal Crossing part. Like if you don't get it, you don't get it. You don't have to explain it. Like all right, Dan Bull. Your verse is fucking trash. Worst verse on this fucking Cypher. I'ma keep it real. This verse should not have been included at all. And I don't understand how he got a longer verse than some of these other people who were good that didn't have a long verse. Like, why? His verse was so trash. I'll show you why. This flow is trash. He did not have to emphasize that to fit his syllables. But alright. Yeah, you don't got the best flow. No. No, 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 no. I don't watch anime, but they still ask me on the ciphers. They're after the clicks. That's not a diss. No one, I can guarantee you, not a lot of people are clicking on this because they saw Dan Bull in the title. I can guarantee that because this verse was so trash that people were probably better off not knowing you were in here. No, I don't have to admit shit, Dan Bull. This verse was trash. And the thing is, he's not saying shit. He's literally just speaking what he's doing. Like, and it's like, you're not rapping. You're literally just, you're not doing anything. You're not saying anything. Why? We're just gonna continue. This dude was alright. I like that, the rhyme scheme there. His verse was honestly not that bad. At first, I didn't like it because I was still thinking about that Dan Bull verse that when I first listened to this, and I was like, man, who the hell's this dude? I don't like him. But after a few listens and moving past Dan Bull, his verse was actually top 3. So we got Mr. Blackwell and Connor Quest. So top 3 right there. Okay. And I'm gonna say this, Donatello's eyes aren't purple. I know I understand what he's trying to do, and I completely understand it. But Donatello's eyes are not purple. It's literally like a headband eye mask thing. I understand it though, but I'm gonna just correct you. His eyes are not purple. People might think that lo-fi bar is hard, but in reality, so you were saying you've been rapping for 3 to 4 years. That's pretty much how long Lo-Fi Hip Hop Girl's been streaming for. So, I don't know if that's something to be bragging about, but okay, I guess. I don't know. That was an alright verse. And now, I love Shofu. Shofu's my man. But we'll just get into it. Look at this camera quality, though, compared to everyone else's. Look at this, man! Fluffy rubber bands, okay. Kitchen cooking up. All blue crippin'. I get this, but you could also say like jackhammer. Shofu's verse was alright. The thing is, I have an issue with is it's short. I don't understand why Dan Bull, of all people, got longer verse than Shofu, in which Dan Bull was trash. But, I could tell Shofu probably freestyled that shit, because it wasn't full of crazy bars on there, and Shofu wasn't really saying shit, no offense. But, a few bars here and there, but it wasn't all crazy bars. I could tell he sort of freestyled this, because Shofu's verses are usually not like this, and Shofu probably just did this for the heck of it, because, it's GameboyJones, his man, but, and wish he did a longer verse. I don't like this dude's haircut, I'm gonna be honest. Marvel, Disney, okay. Senzu Bean, okay. His verse was not that bad. Honestly, his verse was alright. It was good. You know, it was a good verse. I'm gonna be honest, I just don't like the haircut. My man! GameboyJones, the man, the myth, the legend. Wario, I'm aware. WarioWare. All types of rare. This golden and Midas touch, you know, it's a bar that I hate when rappers make because it's so overused, and I really, really wish he didn't use it because, it's so low-hanging fruit that it's just trash. This bar is trash. Alright, so overall, the YouTube Geek Rap Cypher, I give it a 5 out of 10 because a lot of the people on here were not it. I'm gonna keep it real. And it just, you know, the transitions were bad, some of the verses were bad, the people weren't saying shit, people weren't doing shit, people were legit attacking the people watching this, it felt like, so it's like, why? You know, 5 out of 10. I give it, there's a few decent verses, top 3, I think, you know, in no order, GameboyJones, was it Mr. Blackwell, and, shit, who else did I forget? I was like Connor Quest, but I feel like there was one more that I liked, I can't remember. I probably said it earlier in the video, but that's gonna be my reaction. You know, feel free to check it out. Link will be in the description, and if you have any feedback, comments, leave them there. You know, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and peace.